What's up, everyone? Today we're talking about the FAA's shiny new Part 108 proposal. Supposedly, it's going to normalize BVLOS drone operations, flying beyond visual line of sight. Sounds exciting, right? Well, don't get too hyped just yet, because when you dig into the details, it starts to look a lot less like freedom to fly and a lot more like more hoops, more fees, and a lot more bureaucracy. So here's the deal. On August 7th, the FAA and TSA came out with Part 108. It's supposed to replace the clunky waiver system under Part 107 and give us a standardized path to fly drones BVLOS. Instead of begging for waivers, we'd finally have rules where we can rely on. Sounds good on paper, but keep listening, because what they're really doing is creating a system where, unless you're Amazon, UPS, or a massive utility company, good luck getting in the door. So Part 108 is split into two buckets. You've got operating permits for so-called low-risk flights, stuff like demos, agriculture, testing, and yes, even recreational flights. Then there are operating certificates for the big boys: delivery, large-scale inspections, operations over people. And here's the kicker: it's not really about you as a pilot anymore. It's about organizations. The FAA wants a corporate structure with supervisors and coordinators overseeing compliance. So if you're just a guy with a drone, forget it, unless you're willing to form your own mini company and file paperwork like a Fortune 500. Now, let's talk about the toys you'll need. Detect and avoid systems, mandatory. Secure command and control links, mandatory. Remote ID, absolutely. And of course, manufacturers are now the gatekeepers. They'll decide what your drone can and can't do, and you'll have to fly inside those limits. So instead of just you deciding what's safe, DJI or Skydio, whoever, gets to decide. Really convenient, huh? And just to sweeten the deal, TSA is throwing in background checks and security requirements. Plus, the FAA wants new automated data service providers. Basically, companies you'll probably have to pay just to fly your drone without bumping into someone else. Sounds like privatized air traffic control for your backyard. So they're fast-tracking this too. Public comments are open until October 6th, and then the FAA wants it finalized by the end of January 2026. And sure, you can send in your comments, but let's be real. When has the FAA ever sided with hobbyists over industry giants? All right, so let's cut to the chase. If you're a recreational flyer, nothing changes, as long as you're flying line of sight. But if you're one of the dreamers who thought, hey, maybe I'll finally be able to fly long range legally, don't hold your breath. You'll need a permit. You'll probably be limited to a single drone in low risk areas with expensive tech bolted on, plus paperwork, plus oversight. Translation: BVLOS for hobbyists exists on paper, but in reality, it's a velvet rope club where you're standing outside and Amazon and UPS sip champagne inside. So to sum it up, Part 108 is being sold as a breakthrough for drone pilots. In reality, it's a breakthrough for corporations who want to flood the skies with delivery drones. Hobbyists, we're an afterthought. Sure, you're allowed to play in the sandbox, but only if we can afford the toys and the paperwork to get in. So what do you think? Am I being too cynical here? Or do you also see Part 108 as another way to push hobbyists out of the air? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more unfiltered drone news. Not really. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.